Hey you guys, I am back. I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another episode of this Piscean Reports. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're having a great afternoon. 5 o'clock, making good time. Alright, for those of you new to my channel, welcome aboard. For those of you who are returning, welcome back you guys. Welcome back. Where you been? Pull up a chair. Let's talk. Let's talk some tarot. Love it, love it, love it. Had to take a minute on that one because sometimes the thing with tarot is you can interpret cards in a lot of ways. It just depends on the person who is sitting in front of you, their story, their situation, and sometimes I am learning now to kind of pull back my interpretation and go, okay, spirit, now let's give me it from a different perspective. And they said, okay, here you go. And I said, let's go. All right, so my darlings, this message is for all of those ladies, those smart ladies, those smart bitches out there. Okay. This is for you. Okay. I drew 5 initial cards. You had the Ace of Swords. You had the Ace of Cups. You've got, I believe this is the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. Yep, you've got the Hanged Man. You have the 6 of Cups along with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I saw that and I said, okay, looking good here. We've got some epiphanies on board here. We've got emotional beginnings, okay, and I'm loving that. I'm loving it. You guys are now looking at the world through a different lens. Okay, maybe you're looking at your situation. I feel it as a situation. You're looking at your situation through a different lens, okay? And as a result, okay, yeah, no longer looking back. You're no longer looking back. Okay, you're and I love that, okay? We are rerouting, recalculating, rethinking, refiguring, reconfiguring our world, our life, our thoughts, our beliefs, our everything, and we are going forward in a different direction. And I love that with the Queen of Pentacles, and I love how you end the reading. So when I said what's the significance of the Ace of Swords, loving it. First of all, I just love the look of this card. Oh my God, love it. Okay, upward, and it came in the upright, so I was very happy about that. Yes, epiphanies. This is all about the mental realm, and I love to see that crown on the sword. Okay, you are reclaiming your sense of self. I love that. I should write that down. You are reclaiming your sense of self, okay? I love it. It's so beautiful. That crown is gorgeous, okay? Looking at the world through, like I said, through a different lens. You're seeing your situation in a different way, okay? And because you have chose to look at things in a different way, you had the Knight of Pentacles along with Temperance and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so when I see that, it's like, yes, you are in a lot of ways victorious. Mentally, you are victorious. I'm seeing things from a different perspective. I have a different take on life, and I have a different take on things. Okay, and I want to say this because, hold on, do I want to give you that or the other thought? Give me just a second. Before I do this, hold on. Okay. All right. So yeah, because you now have this new view on a situation or just life in general. It's like, yeah, it kind of took me a minute to get there, right? With the Knight of Pentacles, it took me a minute to kind of come around. Okay, But you were very patient with yourself. You know, I love that. You got grounded, you centered, you got focused. Okay? You know, there are a lot of, I don't, how do I say that? I'm not even going to go there. I was thinking more on that world, on a more broader perspective, like you know, you see everything from this different lens and this different perspective, but it most certainly could be that you see a situation or someone, a person or a situation from a different perspective, and it kind of took a minute to get there, but you got centered, you got grounded, you got balanced, and as a result, with the 10 of Pentacles here, the universe is like, expect things to get better. Okay? And I know we think 10 of Pentacles, you think money, and it's not, you know, the 10 of Pentacles can be a lot of things. In traditional tarot, it's usually a family. You know, maybe you are, you know, your family situation is about to improve. Your immediate family, you, your husband, your kids, or just you and your kids, you know, because you see things from a different lens, or you've gotten, you know, maybe you've gotten hold of a situation, or because you see things differently. You know, maybe in this economy, like I said, things are very tense right now. A lot of people are struggling, and you know, there are layoffs and people getting let go and getting fired and the whole nine, and you know what I mean? But I think where others lose their ish, you are on the other hand like, you know what, I got this. You know, the universe is working with me. The universe is I have to remember that, you know, everything happens for a reason. Maybe this is that moment. I heard this young lady say, you know what, I'm not going to lose it, because, you know, maybe this is the universe, you know, turning me. I've always wanted to do social media. Maybe I can, this is that time. This is that moment. This is, you know, that thing, this is it, you know. And I love that mentality, you know. I had experienced that myself, you know. Everything happens for a reason. Whatever's happening right now, you said, I'm gonna go with the flow, and because you are, just expect things to get better. You know, this could be that indication from the universe that because you took a different perspective while everybody else is losing their ish, you kept a cool head. I'm going to be okay. The Most High is working with me. This is that moment where the universe is testing me. Okay, do you love me? Do you know I'm here? Do you really believe it? Okay, let's see. And you're going to keep your faith, and you're going to keep your head, and I'm going to go out, and I'm going to, you know, go, and I'm going to go find something, and I'm going to go in, and if I get interviewed, I'm going to, you know, you're going to just give up yourself in this very beautiful way. Hey, how are you? You know, I'm not going to go in and, well, I need this job because of this and that. You're going in and saying, it's okay. The Most High is with me. If I get this job, it's meant to be. If it's not, that's okay. I'm going to go somewhere else. Your mindset is not like everybody else's. While they're losing their ish, you got it going on. You're centered, you're focused, you're ready. You got this, you know, and you trust. I trust and I believe in the higher power. I trust and believe that sometimes everything happens for a reason. Had I continued in whatever situation, I would be miserable. But this is that moment when I can now move and go somewhere else and do something else. And that ends up being that thing that you needed. So you see what I'm saying? I love it. I love it. I love it. So the next cards, what's the situation about? You had that beautiful Ace of Cups. I love it, you know, because you see things from a different lens, from a different perspective. I'm keeping my you know, things are now changing. I'm you know, feeling, you know what I mean? The Ace of Cups is all about emotions. I feel like everything's going to be okay. I feel like I trust in the Most High. I trust in the universe. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I'm gonna be okay, right? And now when I talk about relationships, if it is not that grander, bigger thing where you lost something, then you have looked at things from a different perspective from a relationship. And I say that because you have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, along with the Two of Cups. Okay? Maybe you got out of a ugly relationship, and because this person call themselves trying to play you, trying to use you, trying to take advantage of you, okay? This is that. You got out of this relationship. This person was sneaky. They were deceptive. They pretended like they cared, but in actuality, they really didn't. Okay? Somebody might have been trying to use you, abuse you, and you woke up to that, right? And I love it, seeing those two in the reverse. So for some of you, the reason that you now see things from a different perspective is because you woke up. You woke up. Okay? You saw somebody for who they really truly were. All right, you're ready for you know that you deserve better. You're like, oh hell no, I damn sure deserve better than this. You deserve better. Okay, and then you've got that 7 of Pentacles here. This is that card of patience. You know, you believe, I'm gonna stay patient. I know that I deserve better. And when you look at things from that lens, from that perspective, I deserve better. You know your value. You know your worth. You see what I'm saying? You see things differently. And it was very easy for you to walk away from this. Very easy. This woman is not stressed out. She's going out and she's like, let me go see what's in this garden here. You going out to look at your garden of abundance. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I got rid of the gold digger. I got rid of the greedy, MFer, somebody who just wanted me for my body or my money or whatever it was. Okay, and you got rid of them. You realize that your value, your worth, I deserve better, and yep, I'm up and I'm out, and the universe is saying good for you because you saw the truth in a situation. I also see this as, you know what, again, the 10 of Pentacles, expecting better. Things are going to get better. It could get better for you financially. It could get better for you mentally, spiritually. You're grounded. The Pentacles is that earthly, it's earthly abundance, but you know what I mean? It's like saying, I'm grounded, I'm centered, I'm focused, I'm ready. You had the Temperance card there, you in the Ace of Pentacles, because it took you a minute to get there, but you centered yourself, you got focused, and now things are going to get better for you. They're going to get better for you. Maybe they get better for you both financially and emotionally. Okay, the 7 of Pentacles could also be like, be patient. Okay. So for anybody who, if you see this reading and you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to happen tomorrow, this could be the universe saying, you know what, be patient, okay, while we draw things up behind the scenes, we draw up the dots behind the scenes, while we lay things out. You just stay in faith, keep your peace, okay? This is not somebody who's stressing or worrying. She's confident that what she put out, she will get back. She's expecting this abundance, So I'm so loving this energy for you. Loving the energy for the ladies out there. Now, what's going for you? You have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. You've got the 2 of Pentacles, along with the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. I love it. I love it. I love it. For some of you, I see this as the universe saying, you know what? Because, and I see it two ways. I'll give it to you both ways. I was thinking more practically, on a practical level, and just saying, you know what? You see things from a different perspective now, okay? You're not rushing out to try to find new love. You're not rushing out to do anything. You are patiently awaiting for yours. Whatever the universe wants to give me, I'm going to wait for it because I know I deserve it. I will wait as long as it takes, okay? I have gotten out of that poverty mindset, that lack mentality, okay? You're out of that. You're not thinking about, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay these bills? What am I going to do? This and the other thing. You're trusting. You're trusting that everything is going to be okay, that the universe has your best intentions at heart. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes it's a little shocking. It's uncomfortable. It's crazy. What do I do from here? Get focused. Get centered. What have you always wanted to do? Were you somebody who sat in the office every day and daydreamed about what you could do, what you love to do, if you could get away from there? And now the universe has presented the situation and you're like, oh my God, like I could really try this. Like, you know, for some of you, it may mean, might have to kind of go back to mom's house, mom and dad's, or whatever, or maybe you crash with a friend or somebody and they allow you that opportunity. Like, you never know. The universe is very good at creating scenarios that allow us to then do what we love to do, what we need to do, what we want to do, okay? So, but bottom line, you got out of the poverty mindset. You're not even in it. You're just like, I'm going to wait, all right? And seeing the Wheel of Fortune here, and because you are letting go of that lack mindset, the poverty mindset, expect things to change. This is that wheel turning in your favor. You believe that the wheel is going to turn in your favor. And it will. It will. But it involves two things. First and foremost, you know what time it is. Trust in the unseen. Okay? That is the biggest, most important thing that I learned throughout my my awakening, along my path, my walk in life. What I learned is to trust, believe in the unseen. Okay? First, let them. And this is either going to be that opportunity where they get to show you that they are. This could be that test of faith where you have that crisis moment and, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'm so used to everything being perfect and now it's chaos and what am I going to do? And most people kind of flip out and panic and do things that they end up regretting later. But you got to keep. This is when you turn to the other side, your guides, your angels. This is when you pray. This is when you trust and believe that everything happens for a reason and allow it to happen. Okay? And then to see the Lovers here. Now, when I looked at, I told you I'm going to give it to you two ways. I feel like this is either you saying, the universe is saying, be patient, okay? I feel it's more like because you have patience, because you've seen things from a different mindset, a different mentality. You're no longer in, like they said, lack mentality, okay? And because you are not that, things are going to take a turn for the better, okay? You may have some choices that you're going to need to make. Okay, the Lovers was initially an original tarot. The Lovers was the choice. So this is like the universe saying, you know what? The things are definitely about to change for you. Okay, no doubt. And you're going to have some choices you're going to have to make. Okay, but trust. Trust that whatever, trust in your intuition, trust in your guidance, trust where you're being led, trust. That there may be some choices that you're going to have to make. Do I leave town? Do I start my own channel? Do I, start getting creative? I love painting. Let me see what me doing, expressing my inner talents. What talents do I have? Tap into that. Father, what talents do I have? What gifts do I have? This is that time for them to show you. Let them show you. You know what I mean? Things turning. But and whichever comes, you may have some choices you have to make. For others of you, and most definitely can be you, because you got out of lack mentality, because you've made conscious decisions to change how you look at the world and your situation. You are now you gave up sneaky people, Decepticons. You gave up a Decepticon, and now the universe is ready to bring you what you truly deserve. Okay, you certainly had the Ace of Cups here. The universe could be bringing you what you deserve. And hooray! However that comes, whether it's love, whether it's, just some amazing choices that you're going to make, an opportunity to leave, an opportunity, should I stay or should I go? Should I do this job or should I do that job? Should I, you're going to have choices. You're either going to have some choices, or the universe is like, you know what, because you made that conscious decision to drop the dead weight, to drop the users and the abusers, you know better, and you're willing to wait for something that is worthy of you. So either way, that's what's going for you, okay? In your challenge position, you had the Six of Cups. So it may have been hard. Maybe it was difficult initially. You see this young lady looking back. Maybe you initially you either for some of you, you might have thought you might have been leaning towards I wonder what would have happened if, I wonder if they'll call me. I wonder if they'll ever, come see me again. I wonder if I made the right choice. Did I make the right decision? Damn, they sure knew how to bring it. You know what I'm saying? And you could be like in that energy. But that was the challenge. And when I see this, initially that might have been a challenge. You were looking back and thinking, what if, and what would have been, what could have happened? What if they had acted right? What if I can get them to change? What if? But you've made your decision. This is, I don't know if maybe I should call. Maybe I should call them up. Maybe I should go see them. Maybe I should text. I wonder what they'll say if. You're like, nope. I don't need to think about that. I don't care anymore. I don't want to know about the what ifs. I'm over the what ifs. Okay? Look at what was in the reverse. You have the King of Swords. This could be an air sign person, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, right? So your person could have been an air sign person, okay? And you had the Ace of Pentacles. But these two cards was in the reverse. In the upright, this is somebody who's a stand-up guy, intelligent, mature, sophisticated, learned, wise, intelligent, someone with both feet firmly planted on the ground. They're very intelligent mentally. They're strong mentally. They're strong physically. They're all things, a successful person, professional. Some people, air sign people are tend to be professionals, okay? This could have been a doctor, lawyer, police, whatever, right? So you get it, professional person. But both of these cards are in the reverse, right? So your challenge was to get over that. And you're like, you know what? I got over it. This is challenge succeeded. You succeeded the challenge, okay? The challenge was for you to get over it, move past it. And you did that. You're like, I'm not thinking about this person anymore. Okay? In the reverse, this is someone who is cold-hearted, someone who can be cruel, someone who is very intentional in inflicting pain, a narcissist. You see what I mean? Someone with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, someone who is greedy, all about the money. Maybe you had a good job and they took advantage of that. All I got to do is convince you that you're everything to me. You're all things. And then the minute you go off to work to make money, I'm off doing my thing. They don't let you see their phone, which is weird because I'm not with that. I think if you got to go look through somebody's phone, you really know that something's up. If you feel that you need to go check somebody's phone, then you already know. You already know something ain't right. And so I do not believe in looking at another person's phone. If you got to do all of that, then you know what time it is, okay? And this is somebody that maybe made you actually feel like, damn, I need to check this person's phone. I wonder, is it, those type of things. Is he cheating? Is he, what is he doing when I'm not here? Why doesn't he answer my text when I send it right away? What took you so long? All that. I just gave you some money. What'd you do with the money I just gave you? You know what I mean? Those kind of conversations. That was the challenge, and you passed the challenge. You've moved past it. You're no longer looking in the past. No longer. You recognize and realize you've got it both in the initial part of your reading, in the situation. You had the two cups in the reverse along with the 7 of swords. Both of these in the reverse. Let me show you this real quick. What time is it? 20. Okay, we're going to go because I'm going to give you that last one. But look at that. Look at that. Cold, cruel, narcissistic, greedy, user, abuser, sneaky, cheating. Okay, I don't love you. I'm just telling you that. With the 2 of cups. I want your money. I want what you can give me. I want what you can do for me. Everything about this reading says you smartened up, and good for you. Okay? I love it. I love it. I love it. And the outcome, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Love the Queen of Pentacles. You are warm-hearted, kind. You're good with money. Money does not rule your world. The Queen of Pentacles understands the value of money. Look at her. You know, she's not thinking money, money, money. She ain't trying to go bury it nowhere or blow it or spend it. Her style of dress is is elegant but casual at the same time. I mean, she's not, in the finest of the finest, but she values money. She values looking nice. She's intelligent, warm-hearted. You can be a earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, let me see, earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yes. So you may be an earth sign person. Okay, if you are not earth sign, you are certainly taking on the energy. Warm, kind, intelligent, practical, sensible. Especially seeing that Queen of Swords. You're very grounded. Okay, you're not, and then to see that victory. The crown. You even have. And that's the crazy part. You're a queen and you're not even wearing a crown here. You're wearing a feather. Do you see what I mean? Money doesn't rule your world. You understand the value of money, but it ain't the be all end all. This is not someone who's dressed up in the finest and the latest and the greatest. You dig? But anyway, so your outcome, because you are in that energy, look at you. New beginnings. Yes, the Fool. Yay. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you guys. Intelligent. I love it. You're on your what do they always say? You're on your glow up, You're pure your intentions with that rose, purity of intention. Purity of thought, purity of intention. She's barefoot. This isn't, like I said, you're not about you lead with integrity. Look at this young lady leading with integrity. Butterflies around her, listening to her higher self. Very grounded, very connected. I love that. I absolutely love that. What is the Fool? Aquarian energy, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry. And then your last 2 cards, let me hurry up. Your last 2 cards, you had the the Knight of Swords and the 6 of Wands. These 2 are in the reverse. So it's like, the outcome. This is you. Intelligent, practical, you're now leading a new life. You're living a new existence, okay? Not greedy, not, all those things, okay? And I feel like this is the person, this is this person right here. This Knight here is this guy, the King of Swords. Both were in the reverse. So I feel like this person might initially wanted to come running towards you. Okay, maybe they saw, maybe they thought it's like this. It's like, if you ended a relationship And this person is like, you know what, I can go back anytime. I can come back. All I got to do is just come back and, and turn on whatever it was that worked for me in the past, and I'll be victorious. And the universe is saying, nope, none of this. This person is going to watch you move on and have a very beautiful life. If this was a narcissist, that is a narcissist's nightmare. Okay, seeing you move on and do better without them, that's a narcissist's nightmare. What do you mean you're going to move on without me? What do you mean you can do better without me? What do you mean you can do without? You know what I mean? They recognize and realize, like I said, the outcome was the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you're fine on your own. You don't need this other person. With that pentacle in your hand, you got it. You got it. Okay, the universe is, if you're in a situation where you're being tested at this time, trust. Okay, you're the Queen of Pentacles. Stay grounded, stay centered, stay focused. Okay, the universe's advice is to lead with purity of thought, purity of intention. Stay in your integrity. No more. Don't go back. Okay, the spirit closed that door for a reason, so there's no going back. I love it. I love your reading so much. I love it. I'm going to show you these last 3 cards. It's 31 minutes. Look at what was on the bottom of the deck. You got the 7 of Wands, right? You got the King of Cups in the reverse, and the 8 of Cups in the reverse. This person never ever thought that you would move on. They just did not think that was going to happen. But I'd be damned if you aren't doing it. So good for you. For all of those smart ladies out there who made that conscious decision to walk away, good job. You're going to be rewarded, okay? And for others of you, if it's a situation where, you're being, there's, like I said, with the economy and everything being the way it is, you're good to go. You're good to go. You stay balanced. The advice is to stay balanced, stay centered, stay grounded. Don't lose your head. Everybody else is losing their head. This is how you get the job. This is how you make it happen. Because I'm not going to lose my head. I'm not going to go in freaking out and demanding and I want and can you give and this and the other thing. You're going to ask, they called you in. They saw something in you. So sell you. Calm, sure, confident. And I would not be surprised if you're looking for another job, you'll get that job. If you are someone who is willing to now trust in the universe and say, this is that time, this is that moment, I think I'm supposed to go do this, that, and the other thing, then do that. Trust. Lead with your heart. Lead with your intentions. Stay prayed up. Stay, if you're not someone who does prayer, stay meditated up. Meditate, connect, however you would, whatever you were doing to get you in this energy right here, keep doing it. Okay? That energy. I'm going to go. I know. I said never do it past 30 minutes, but that energy right there, you're good to go. Okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and go. I hope you liked the message. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Nothing make me happy, let you guys know you're making all the right moves. You're making all the right decisions, all the right choices. Okay? I love this. It's full steam ahead. Whatever you decide to do, trust in it and watch what happens. Watch what happens. Okay? When everybody else is losing it. Okay, this is that time. This isn't new. What's happening isn't anything new under the sun. Think about the people who had went through the depression and they made it through. Dust Bowl times, they made it through. The crash of that's the same thing. The depression and the crash, that was the same thing. The stock market crashed and it sent everybody into that depression. But anyway, so yeah, hard times come and go. The people who survive and thrive are the ones who keep their head. So keep your head up. Okay? All right, I'm gonna go. I will see you guys next time on the next video. You guys take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.